Alrighty, what's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here on this late, well, not too late, but late Wednesday night. Back again with another video right here on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling page, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for the video. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels, which are down below in the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and share this video all over the internet. But most importantly, tap that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never ever miss an upload. And YouTube hopefully can send out my videos to you, so you're the first ones to know when I go live. So you can come in the chat, my live chat, my live stream, talk about whatever I feel like talking about: wrestling, sports, music, movies, politics. That's whatever the topic is. You can come in and talk about it. You have a nice little chat, and you can interact with me. I'll interact with you, and your comments will be noted. But it is what it is. So come in the chat. Let's talk some wrestling, as I always do here on Wednesday nights on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel. So thank you for watching. On this late Wednesday evening, or if you on August the 19th, 2020, if you're watching from somewhere else, August the 20th, 2020, on this late night, it is time for your late night NXT review for August the 19th, 2020, for the final time at the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. Yes, NXT, their final show at the Performance Center, the final show ever at the Performance Center, because Friday night we're gonna go live from the Thunderdome, at the Amway Center, or the Thunderdome at the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida. So that should be interesting. I mean, I saw new pictures of it. I mean, they have this thing. It's like a dome. They have the ring right there. They have the LED board behind it, and they have all the seats and everything. Feels like you're going to the Amway Center to watch wrestling. They have this big dome around it. Kind of reminds me of WrestleMania 2020 when it was in Phoenix, I think. They had that little semi-dome looking structure. Well, yeah, I mean, Friday night we're going live. SmackDown will be live for the first time in a few weeks, with the Thunderdome, and we'll see what happens with that. We're gonna get extravagant entrances, like WrestleMania type entrances for some of the stars. Pyro, which is coming back, which is great. They're gonna have virtual fans. They're gonna have I don't know how many fans. I think 200 virtual fans. I don't remember the number, but they're gonna have virtual fans, which is gonna be interesting. So that should be interesting to see on SmackDown this Friday night. They'd have drones. I don't know why you're gonna have a drone in the freaking building, but it is what it is. They're gonna have different. It's just gonna be different, a different type of SmackDown on Friday night. I expect a new set. So we'll see what But obviously the new set, we know with the LED light background. You're gonna have that. Maybe a Titantron around there. They're gonna have a new set for I believe Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. I don't know about SmackDown. Well, I would assume it's gonna be for all three shows, but they might change the setup a little bit. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But it's gonna be some interesting stuff coming your way this Friday night, and then at Takeover 30 as well, and at SummerSlam. So big weekend of action in the WWE. They're actually doing a virtual meet and greet for during SummerSlam weekend. And you can meet like Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Keith Lee, and I forget who else. Bailey and a couple other stars, but they're charging like astronomical prices, like $125 for a Zoom call, for a 2-minute Zoom call, and they're gonna have moderators, so these fucking idiots in the wrestling community don't go off. I mean, you can't no nudity, no cursing, no joking around. But that's gonna backfire on them because there'll be idiots, saying, "Ooh," they're talking to Seth Rollins, saying, "You're not the Messiah. You're this and that," just like berating Seth Rollins. So they'll be kicked out automatically. So they're monitoring it, and it's gonna be, I have Zoom, but I'm not gonna waste $125, $180 just to talk to Seth Rollins. Not gonna do that. I already met Seth Rollins way back when he was in Ring of Honor, when it was known as Tyler Black. Not when he was in Age of the Falls, after he left the Age of the Fall. Probably like around right before he won the title. Right before he became Ring of Honor champion. And held it till he lost it to Roddy at Glory by Honor, which I was at, by the way. Well, that was actually Rose's first event. No, was it? Was it Glory by Honor or was it Final Battle? I think it was Glory by Honor, 2010. That's what Rose's first appearance, first interaction with Ring of Honor was. And then we went to Final Battle 2010. I'm pretty sure it was Glory by Honor, Rose's first experience in a Ring of Honor setting. And then over the years, either I would go by myself or Rosa would come with me if I had the money. Get a rings. We try to get ringside seats, or we try to get third, fourth, fifth row, which I'm doing now. Which I've done in the past. I mean, except for a couple of shows, I've sat in the balcony because all the ringside seats were kind of sold out, which sucked. But I was in like the first balcony at the Hammerstein Ballroom for, I think it was War of the Worlds, when I think, was it War of the Worlds or Final Battle? I forget which one was with Kenny Omega was on the Tron, and he introduced Marty Scurll into the Bullet Club, and then they beat the crap out of Adam Cole. I think it was War of the Worlds or Final Battle. I was in a balcony. I wish I was at ringside because I would have fucking marked out. I still marked out, but it would have been better if I was at ringside. But it is what it is, But now we're getting virtual fans for the WWE. I don't know how it's going to work. We have to see on Friday night, and then at Takeover and SummerSlam, and then next week on Monday Night Raw. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be new, fresh, something we haven't seen before because of this fucking virus. But it's gonna be interesting, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. So get ready for virtual fans for the foreseeable future for pay-per-views for Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Takeover, and I assume the NXT UK. There's supposed to be a NXT UK pay-per-view coming up from Dublin, Ireland, which is still on. I heard it's still on. I don't know if they're going to change it or not, depending on what Ireland's doing with this fucking virus. Because they really haven't said anything besides saying that the pay-per-view is still on, which I think is the week after NXT Takeover in October. So we will get that, and that's that. So, like I said, a big weekend of action. SmackDown with the Thunderdome. The first appearance of the Thunderdome on Friday Night SmackDown, which is going to be live, and then NXT Takeover. It's going to be the same in the Thunderdome, and SummerSlam and Raw in the Thunderdome at the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida. So it's going to be interesting. Pyro's coming back, which is always nice, But I think it's kind of a copy of for AEW, since AEW uses a lot of pyro. That doesn't come cheap for Vince, though. Tony Khan is like a billionaire, and he can buy all the pyro he wants. But I digress. Anyway, let's get to NXT tonight, and it was a pretty decent show, the go-home show before Takeover this Saturday night. A little bit of storyline progression with some of the matches, especially with Pat McAfee and Adam Cole. They had a face-to-face, which got a little bit intense. Keith Lee and Killer Cross had a nice video package set to Flankic by Metallica. So that was pretty nice. We now know the final two participants in the NXT North American ladder match. So we got a little bit of that. So now we'll formalize the card. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So like I said, the chat room's open. Come on in. Let's talk NXT. And that's that. And some other stuff. If you want to talk SummerSlam, you want to talk SmackDown, the Thunderdome, or whatever you want. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right. We start off NXT with our first match of the night. Qualifying match number 4, if you want to put it that way, for entry number 4. We had Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, taking on Ridge Holland, who we saw a couple weeks ago, the upstart from NXT UK. This match was pretty good. Had a really scary spot. Really scary spot. And I'll get to that in a minute. But pretty decent match. Starts off with they had an interesting clash of styles. Johnny with his speed and quickness, and Rich Holland with his kind of aggressiveness. So starts off with Johnny talking some smack. Rich Holland starts beating him up. But Johnny uses his and he starts beating him up. Ridge grabs some shots, heavily damaged, heavily damaged. Said it 5 times fast. And after getting drilled in the ring post, then Johnny starts getting momentum, but Ridge just pushes him back. He misses a knee in the corner. They go outside of the ring. Johnny falls with a tope con hilo into the on the outside. As we're going to start fighting in the ring. And here's where the scary spot was, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny comes off the ropes, and Rich Holland was going for a power slam, and I think he botched it a little bit. I think he kind of rotated. I don't know if Johnny either botched it or Rich Holland botched it, but in any event, Rich Holland just slams Johnny on his fucking head. I mean, his head and his neck. Boom, right into the canvas. Candice LeRae, Johnny Gargano's wife, is like, oh, shit. I thought he broke his neck. I swear to God, I thought he broke his neck. I mean, they showed it couple of times. I mean, if you've seen it, it's fucking. Oh my god! But and and then quickly rushed over to Johnny, who was like really out of it, and showing plays. And I mean, I don't know if he suffered. I don't know if he's still if he still has a neck injury or a stinger, maybe. I don't know, but referees checking on him, pushing on back a couple of times. Go. Then out of nowhere he goes, super kick. Super kicks him right in the face, like nothing happened. Back targets the neck, gets a near fall on. He boxed the first power slam. Then he got the power slam he wanted, and he gets a near fall out of that. Then they go back and forth. They go back and forth. Ridge is beating up Johnny. Then Jake uses his wife, Candice LeRae. He's holding Ridge's leg near the ropes. Johnny then hits a kick, and then he goes onto the apron, slingshots in with the one final beat. 1, 2, 3. Johnny Gargano advances to the North American title match. So, nonetheless, with that scary spot, still a pretty decent match. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. I just hope Johnny Gargano is okay. Maybe it's a stinger. Maybe he just got knocked out. I hope he's all right, man. I know it was tape, but I hope he's all right. I really hope he's all right. So, Johnny's a good wrestler. Is a very good wrestler. All his stuff from NXT we've seen. He was a Triple Crown champion. Some good feuds with Ciampa. Mostly his feud with Ciampa was basically what basically made him. So then his stuff, if you watch his stuff in PWG, and with Candice is a big star, mostly in the Indies and PWG. Her and Joey Ryan being together and then winning the PWG tag team titles in a guerrilla warfare match against the Bucks, where Candice got busted wide open after a super kick with tacks on it. Ugh, I still have that tape. It's just fucking insane. She was just pouring blood. Just fucking insane. And they win the tag team titles, so just fucking insane. But like I said, I hope Johnny is all right, and he can make it to this Saturday night, and he possibly has a good chance to become the first ever two-time North American champion. But he's got a lot of competition, so we have to see what happens with that. So like I said, 2.5 out of 5 stars for that match, and I hope Johnny Gargano's all right. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right, then we get to match number 2. Dakota Kai taking on Jessi Kamea. Not Kamehameha, but Kamea. Basically a mini squash match. Dakota Kai starts off being aggressive, just beating the crap out of this girl. But Jessi comes back using her long legs, hits a big kick, and then squashes Dakota in the corner with an avalanche. Then she hits a really sloppy, sliding knee in the corner. But Dakota comes back and starts making her comeback. Then she picks up Jessi like in a fireman's carry. Then she almost hits like a go to sleep, but it's the GTK, the go-to kick or whatever she calls it. And she goes for the cover 1, 2, 3. Dakota Kai picks up the win. Match I gave 2 out of 5 stars. Typical women's match, typical squash match. And that was that. So Dakota Kai gets some more momentum going for herself into her match for the NXT Women's title against my third wife, Io Shirai. Let me get that. After the match, Dakota cuts a promo, basically saying that everything Io said last week proves that she's in her head, Io is focused on the people in her past. She's focused on the future, and as the new NXT Women's Champion. Then she says she's gonna kick Io's face in, kick Io in the face over and 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 over. And then the lights go out. Io's music hits. She comes out. Dakota stays in the ring, ready for a fight. She misses a swing. Io beats the crap out of her. Sends her out of the ring. Io follows out. And she just beats her up on the outside near the stage. To the left of the stage, or your right of the stage if you're watching at home. Well, if I'm watching. They start going to the back, and Io's about to beat the crap out of Dakota. And then out of nowhere, we see the return of Raquel Gonzalez, who comes out of nowhere with a big boot, knocks Io down, dumps her like yesterday's trash. And Io then gets up, tries to get going. She hits, she sends Dakota to the outside. But then Raquel hits a Northern Lariat from behind. Then she picks her up in a gut-wrench choke slam and lays out Io. So Dakota Kai got her insurance policy back. I don't know where Raquel Gonzalez was the last couple of weeks. I don't think she was injured or anything. I just think that they kind of broke up Dakota and her just to see how Dakota would be on her own, I guess. This was kind of interesting. I give the Aftermath 2.25 out of 5 stars. So like I said, now Io's got the advantage. Dakota's got the advantage as she has her insurance policy, Raquel Gonzalez, with her. She's probably going to be at ringside Saturday night. So Io's going to have a little bit of trouble holding on to that belt Saturday night. I think Raquel Gonzalez might be the key to Dakota Kai possibly getting the NXT Women's title. I still think Io's somehow going to win. And then they might have a rematch at on TV before the next Takeover, which is October the I believe October the 5th. Let me check the date. I have it written down. If I can get that up for you. It's not showing up because my computer sucks, but it is what it is. Okay. So the next Takeover show after this Takeover will be October the 4th on a Sunday. So it'll be on its own, like NXT In Your House was. And then I think maybe a week or two after that's Hell in a Cell. And then we start gearing up some series. Right after that. And then December, I don't know what's going to happen in December. They're going to do another NXT Takeover, or they're going to save that for maybe Royal Rumble weekend. I think Io will somehow win, and with help, like I say about that. And we'll see what happens from there. And we will move on. Oh, by the way, before I continue, if you're not getting my notifications, keep hitting the bell, or unsubscribe then resubscribe, and try to hit the bell to get my notifications, because YouTube is not sending out my videos. I don't know why. Like I said, YouTube's notification system is so fucked up. I don't know why they had the bell. It should just go right into your sub box. You go on your subscriptions, you see my video, boom. You're right there. You don't need a fucking notification that a video is live, or somebody did a video, other than a StreamYard video. They use their different a different camera or something like that, different software. They use Discord like Joe Cronin does. I think JD does the same thing. So Yeah, I mean, you can complain all you want to YouTube. They won't listen to you until they freaking get rid of this bell, which probably won't be anytime soon, and fix the notification system, or at least modify and fix the notification system. I don't know what to tell you. You know, right now I'm kind of missing my fan base. You know, so I usually get some people coming in, like my good buddy Javier Alejandro Panseclatza, and a couple other noobs who come in from time to time. But like I said, YouTube's notification system is fucked up. Really, really, really fucked up. They need to fix it. Susan, you fucking cunt. But I digress. But if you're not getting my notifications, you're not getting notifications on when my videos go up, then I like I said, I don't know what to tell you. Try to unsubscribe and resubscribe. I think that's the only way that it'll get you can get it fixed. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. Don't blame me. Blame YouTube. The fucking lamest fucking website that it is. It's fucking pathetic of what it's become 14, 15, 16 years later. Changing everything around. And then Google partnering with it. And then you had to make a Google account and do this and that. And then they took away the Google Plus account. You still have to, register through Google if you want to make a new account, but not a Google Plus account. It's a Google account. So you have to go through that to make a new account. So a new account here on YouTube, I should say. Yeah. But YouTube's fucked up, man. As the old poet David Lee Roth once said, you gotta roll with the punches to get what's real. And what's real is this website needs to change. That's all I gotta say about that. That's that. All right, so getting back to NXT, we had to get a over kick Io in the face over and over and over again. Io comes out, starts beating her up. They go to near the side of the ring. They start going to the back, and then Raquel Gonzalez makes her return, kicks her in the face, then she carries her, dumps her inside. Io tries to come back, but Raquel hits her with a Northern Lariat, and then she picks her up and then hits her with a choke slam and lays Io out. And then she smiles wickedly at Dakota. Thing. So that's it. Dakota Kai's got some momentum going for her. And like I said, she possibly could win the NXT Women's title thanks to Raquel Gonzalez, or she'll somehow fend off Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai and retain the NXT Women's Championship. But we shall see what happens with that. And then we're going to move on from there. Let's move on. All right, then we go backstage. We have Tegan Knox being interviewed. She's asked about what Candice LeRae had to say about her. I believe it was last week. She says it took her by surprise since they've been friends for a very long time. You've only been in NXT a couple of years. That's a long time. Unless you unless you've you know her it's some other trade. French, you're like a glass gonna fix it. How about it? So I say okay. See what happens with this situation with T Knox and King friends and best friends. I kind of think that lasted a while. And Dakota Kai, I believe, won that feud thanks to Raquel Gonzalez at Takeover Portland. So see what happens with Tegan and Candice. Probably saw. We'll see what happens next week, maybe on the show, because they're not going to do anything at Takeover. So we'll see what happens. Maybe next week, either a live show or it's going to be a video package show, like a recap show, like they usually do after a Takeover. But we'll see what happens with Tegan Knox and Candice next week and weeks to come. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars, and that's that. All right. Vignette of Finn Balor. He's going to be fighting the Velveteen Dream packaging event to see who's the final entrant in the North American match. So he says he's earned his spot on the opportunity after or with him over. So we'll see what happens with that. I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and we'll see what happens in the main event of the show for the NXT North American happens with that. All right, then we get to match number 3. 6-man tag team action. We had Legado del Fantasma, Santos Escobar, Raul Mendoza, and Joaquin Wilde taking on Breezango and Isaiah Scott. Pretty good match, not bad. It's also with all six guys beating the crap out of each other. And then it gets to Fandango and Joaquin Wilde going at it. Fandango tags in Tyler Breeze. They start beating the crap out of them. And then they go to the outside, and Isaiah stopped a dive. I believe Mendoza. We come back, as always. We have the Legado and Fantastic. They get going. They get a bunch of offense on Fandango, and just beating them up. Eventually, Fandango gets out of it, gets the hot tag to Isaiah Scott, and just starts beating up on Santos Escobar. Continuing their little feud. Which I don't know why the Cruiserweight title's not on the line on Saturday, so I'm probably gonna do it maybe on NXT TV maybe next week or in the weeks to come. That should be pretty interesting. So it starts beat up on Escobar, kicks away at Wilde and Mendoza, goes to the top rope, looks for a move off the top rope, and he gets hit with a pump knee by Santos Escobar, and then Santos works him over, and then Stewart caught him, and he hits this very, very good move, which I didn't, I can't really tell you what it is. I think it was like a power slam or something like that. They missed the Tyler Breeze blind tag, and Swerve's got Santos Escobar pinned, but the referee is not counting it because Isaiah Scott's not the legal man. Then Wilde and Mendoza start beating up on Swerve Scott, taking him out. Tyler Breeze takes care of them, but he gets sent. But Santos Escobar goes to the outside, grabs the neck of Tyler Breeze, and snaps it across the top rope. Then he comes inside, picks him up, hits the Phantom Driver. 1, 2, 3. Legado del Fantasma get the win. the problems with all 6 men, continue on, and we'll see what happens with that. We have 2 members of Legado del Fantasma uh, going the kickoff show. We got Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza taking on Breezango, taking on Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch to see who comes the #1 contenders to the NXT Tag Team Champions Imperium, which will probably be on TV. But we'll see what happens. I think that's going to be a pretty good start to Takeover, and we'll see what happens from there. I would think Breezango is probably going to get the win, and then have another match with Imperium, and maybe this could be another Enzo and Cass thing. They get so close to the title, they get title shot after title shot, and then they don't get it. They don't get the belts. This could be a thing like that, but you never know. I think Breezango might win the belts from Imperium, and maybe lose it to the Undisputed Era, but we'll see what happens with that. And then you got Isaiah Scott and Santos Escobar fighting over the Cruiserweight title. I don't know when that match for the title is going to be. I could be Isaiah getting the title, but I think Fantasma is going to. I mean, Escobar is going to probably pick up the win and hold on to that title just a little bit longer. But we'll see with that. And we move on. So I gave the 5 out of 5 stars, and we'll see what happens with them as we go on. We got, like I said, we got Legado del Fantasma taking on Breezango, taking on Oni Lorcan, and tag team titles. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Once again, the chat room is open, so if you're watching on YouTube, come on in. And if you're not, well, hope you at least watch, but it is what it is. All right, then we go outside the Full Sail University. We see Pat McAfee come into the parking lot, and he gets out of the car, and he has 3 of his former teammates with him. I guess from the Indianapolis Colts. That's the last team he played for. So he's got some backup as him and Adam Cole, baby, will have a face-to-face, and I'll get to that in just a minute. So we'll see what happens. Should be a pretty intense face-to-face, but we'll see. All right, like I mentioned on the pre-show Saturday night, Legado del Fantasma, Breezango, and Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch will meet for a shot at the tag team titles. And like I said, I think we'll get the shot, get the Imperium, and possibly win the tag team titles. Because I don't think Imperium is going to hold on to those titles much longer, but I could be wrong. Who knows? And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right. Then we get to the face-to-face between Adam and Cole, baby. You see the Undisputed Era. They come out. Shock the system. They come out to the face-off. And then we see McAfee walking into the building, talking some smack, and gets on the mic. He says he's got 28 full experience at his side. He says Cole can't handle a one-on-one face-to-face with him. So Cole tells the rest of the guys to leave. Pat's guys do the same, but everyone remains at ringside. Then Pat runs him down for complaining a lot, saying that Adam called him special, and he talks about being punt kicking him in the face 2 weeks ago. He says that Adam Cole, baby, was untouchable for over 400 days, 403 to be exact. But Pat, yeah, says he made And if he sticks with wrestling, it'll be number 8. Not that he's gonna do anything, but it is what it is. He says he's sure Cole will throw a temper tantrum after losing, and says Cole is great in the ring, but he will win because he's above him as a. And then he throws the mic at Adam Cole and completely misses him. That's to talk to McAfee right in the face, but then we see four security guards come out to stop him. They start jacking the Cole's yelling at security, and then he starts while he's yelling at Pat McAfee, and then Cole takes the living out of these freaking security guards, and then Pat's like, "Oh shit, I'm in trouble," and then Cole gets in his face and he dares Pat to have his boys get in the ring. And then he gets closer to him. And that's it. I think he will. And that was that. Pretty good segment. Lots of intensity. Furthers the storyline a little bit. I like it. And I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And we'll see what happens Saturday with Pat McAfee and Adam Cole, baby. With that. I think, Cole will probably come out with the Undisputed Era. Pat McAfee will come out with his group of former teammates. It's probably going to be one clusterfuck. They're going to probably get all fight on the outside. The referee's going to lose control. But I think in the end, Adam Cole, baby's going to hit the last shot. He's going to hit a big super kick or hit the Panama City Sunrise. I'd love to see that and hope it break his neck. But I digress. I think Adam Cole's going to win. It'll make no freaking sense for him to lose to this scrub. The scrub of a punter who wasn't even that good on the Indianapolis Colts. Just saying. He wasn't that even good. That was that. So I think Adam Cole will win, and we'll see what happens with him. Maybe get thrust back into the NXT World Title picture, or maybe go after the NXT North American title and see if he can become a two-time champion in each division. Maybe we see maybe if the Undisputed Era we get all the gold back and once again continue to run chaos. They run rampant at NXT, but we'll see what happens with that. As long as they don't go all the way to war games coming up later this year. If they do it, I think they will do it at the end of the year. Probably be either Survivor Series weekend or maybe December. Oh, they may do it in January. Who knows? But if the Undisputed Era gets to that point in a tag team or a faction match, something like that, like they did last year, that'll be the 4th year in a row that Undisputed Era have basically main evented War Games, and they've only won once. I think it was at the first or second Takeover. But last year they got their butts kicked. Adam Cole getting the air raid crash through a table by Ciampa. And then they had that Takeover match, Takeover Portland match for the title, and Adam Cole won thanks to Johnny Gargano turning on Ciampa, and then Ciampa and Gargano started their thing, which ended in a cinematic way. And we haven't seen Ciampa since. A lot of people saying Ciampa is part of Retribution. I think he is. I think he's gonna be. I think Ciampa's in it. Killian Dane, Dominik Dijakovic, Vanessa Bourne, maybe Chelsea Green, but basically they're nowhere to be found. So I think those are the real Retribution people. But we'll see what happens. This week maybe they'll finally get revealed, or they might get revealed this summer, which I think may be the better idea. But we'll see what happens. I don't know if they're gonna do anything in the Thunderdome. Maybe they'll tear down the set and they have to rebuild it. Everything comes down and then that's how SmackDown's done. They'll probably do something weird on Friday night. But I think they'll cause more chaos Friday night on SmackDown. But I don't know what the end game is. Who's going to be leading it? A lot of people saying it's going to be CM Punk. No, even though there's rumors going around. These are actual rumors. These are not made up by you know who. That WWE and Punk are kind of close to finalizing a deal. I doubt that. I really doubt it. I don't think Punk even wants to sniff the WWE anymore. I mean, he was working on the Fox at doing for that FS1 show backstage. He was on a couple of times, but basically wasn't part of the WWE like a lot of people thought he was. But if he's the leader of Retribution, so be it. If he comes back, everybody's gonna mark out. Whoop-de-damn do. You know who's gonna have a cream fest in his pants. CM Punk is back! Oh my god! It is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. So we see what happens with Adam Cole and Pat McAfee at Takeover. Like I said, I think Adam Cole will win. But I'll talk about 74 with my NXT Takeover predictions, and that's that. And then probably SummerSlam's on Sunday. I might before I go to work. I'm gonna do a video on my phone and give you my SummerSlam predictions. Because most of the card is finalized by now. So if there's an extra match on the pre-show, I basically don't care. That's that. I really don't care about the pre-show for SummerSlam. I just care about the main show, but a couple of matches I want to see, but nothing really. I think SummerSlam is not going to be that great. I think Takeover will be very good, like it always is. Was it'll be in the Thunderdome. We get a lot of big entrances from the NXT superstars, and then at SummerSlam we got a lot of good entrances for Drew McIntyre, for Randy Orton. There's not this voice. You know, with Sasha, Bayley, Asuka's gonna probably get a nice freaking entrance. Because nobody is ready for Asuka except my dick. That's all I gotta say about that. Asuka, I'm telling you right now, Asuka will become a double champion on Sunday. But I'll talk about that Friday morning, Friday afternoon. So I get a Friday morning video, and then later Friday night, because I get home, I'll probably get home about 11:30. Gotta rewatch SmackDown because I'll be at work, and I'm not gonna have much time to watch, even sniff SmackDown. So I might watch the beginning of it on my break, but because we have a TV in the break room, which has most of the channels, and then it's like a smart TV you can watch, like tape. You can watch pay-per-views and stuff like that. But it is what it is. So I'm probably gonna watch a little bit beginning of SmackDown just to see what the Thunderdome is like with the pyro back, maybe a new set. Which I mean, I've seen pictures of the dome already. Doesn't look bad. But looks like they built a WrestleMania set inside an arena. But it is what it is. And that's that. So Friday morning, early Friday afternoon, probably around 12, 1 o'clock, do my SummerSlam predictions, and then go to work. And then Friday night, your SmackDown Live review. Probably around, I would say, around this time. Probably around 1 o'clock, 12:30, 12:45, 1 o'clock. So, no, I know it's late night. I apologize, but it is what it is. That's, I do when I can. Because I want to get all these videos out quickly. So Saturday night, I'm going to do my AEW review. Sunday afternoon, early afternoon. Well, probably like mid afternoon. I'm gonna do my NXT Takeover review, and then Sunday night SummerSlam review on this channel. So you got a lot of videos coming your way this weekend. Got one tomorrow, 2 on Friday, 1 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday, and then go back to normal with our Raw review. But now that Rose is back, and it might come Tuesday. Who knows? Now we got a quarantine. I got a quarantine, so sometimes I may be in here. I may not be. I may be sleeping on my couch because we got a quarantine. We got a quarantine. Well, she has to quarantine. I got to be away from her for 2 weeks. So I've been away from her for almost 3 weeks, and I got to add another 2 weeks. So basically, a month I'll be without her. But at least she'll be around Saturday night and going forward after that. But like I said, we'll have to work something out where I can, if it's a late night, see if I can maybe I might do my videos through my laptop. But I know that's going to be a pain in the ass because I have to get my charger, and I got to figure out where I can put it. So if my battery goes low, which it goes pretty fast, I don't know why. I don't lose the video, and I can edit the video up before I go to bed, and that'll be that. So probably after maybe Saturday night, I might be doing my videos through the phone, or I might be doing my videos through the laptop. So that's that. And we move on from there. All right, let's move on. All right, then we get to our next match. Aaliyah and Mercedes Martinez of the Robert Stone brand taking on Rhea Ripley and Shotzi Blackheart. Ow, ow! No, got her gear back, thankfully, and her helmet back, even though she got a new one from Triple H. So this storyline continues with Robert Stone brand and both Rhea Ripley and Shotzi. The match itself was okay, not bad. It's also with Rhea. She tries to go after Mercedes Martinez, but gets Aaliyah instead. Tosses her around with ease, taxing Shotzi. Starts beating Aaliyah up and just kicking her ass. Aaliyah comes back with a handful of hair, tags in Mercedes Martinez, starts beating down Shotzi as we go to break. We come back. Shotzi's still in trouble as Martinez starts beating on her. But Shotzi comes back, makes the hot tag as Aaliyah comes in. Rhea destroys her with some drop kicks and some slams. Then she gets a electric chair drop. Tags Shotzi back in. Rhea hits the rip tide as Shotzi goes up top. Then we get Robert Stone trying to distract them, which allows Martinez to cross Shotzi on the rope. Pussy! Poor Pushy. I can fix that easily, but it is what it is. Rhea brings Martinez in, but misses in the corner, and she hits the ring post. But she still powerbombs Martinez from the apron over guardrail onto the concrete. Ow, that's another scary spot. Hope Mercedes Martinez is okay, but it is what it is. But it looked pretty fucking devastating. And when that happens, Shotzi's on the top rope, hits that senton splash. 1, 2, 3. She picks up the win for her team. Match gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. So Rhea and Shotzi get the upper hand over the Robert Stone brand, but I don't think this is over by a long shot. And we'll see what happens with that. And we will move on from there. All right, then we got a great video package previewing Keith Lee carrying Cross, set to Metallica's Frantic from St. Anger. I would have picked something else, to a Flame, because they used him. Last week when Keith Lee got burned. Still don't have an update on him. Probably be wearing like a face guard in this match, I would think. Kind of like the same thing with when Undertaker got burned by Paul Bearer. It wasn't Kane. I think it was Paul Bearer did it. Burned Taker's face, and Taker had that mask on for a while. He was like, Mask Taker. I still think, I wasn't a big fan of Mask Taker. I still think Ministry Taker, my all-time favorite Undertaker gimmick. I'm not a big fan of Biker Taker. I'm not a big fan of Biker Taker. But regular Undertaker, I'm okay with. Ministry Taker's the best. And that's all I gotta say about that. So maybe we'll see Keith Lee with a mask, or he'll be completely okay, come out like he always comes out, and probably have a pretty good match with Killer Cross. I think Scarlett will get involved. I don't know about if Mia Yim will get involved to stop Scarlett, but I think Scarlett will get involved. But I think Keith Lee will retain, because I don't think transitional champion. I mean, like a month ago. So, but we'll see what happens. I think they're gonna have a rematch probably at the next Takeover, and then Killer Cross wins that one. But we'll see what happens. I think Keith Lee will win, but you never know. And that's that. That was a pretty good vignette, and I liked it. And go listen to Metallica. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, then we get to the main event, the final qualifying match for the North American title ladder match. Finn Balor taking on the Velveteen Dream, Patrick Clark. This was pretty good. It wasn't bad, but it was all right. So also with Finn being the aggressor, and Dream coming out like he's Hulk Hogan with the red bandana, and like not like the Hogan shirt, but like a red get up shirt and black jeans. Looked like he was in a street fight or something. But Finn starts out beating him up, shooting the guns, shooting the Bullet Club guns as always. As we go to commercial, as Dream thinks about what to do. Come back, Finn continues to beat him up with some chops. Dream comes back, and then that's not how like shot black heart. He's like, oh. Okay. Then you do some wrestling for a little bit. Another man trying to get momentum. The Dream heads outside, and then we see Grimes talking some smack as we go. We come back. Grimes sets North America like above the ring. I guess it was above the outside of it. And the fight goes to the outside with Finn. And then Grimes once again distracts them, allowed the Dream to slap Finn on the apron. Then Finn comes back with John. Woo! But he's mainly focused on Grimes. He takes a superplex. I don't know, from the ladder. I think it was from the ladder or from the top rope. That had to hurt. And then Johnny Gargano comes down, knocks Grimes' ladder over, sending him into the referee, and the referee Drake Younger in the ring, so knocking him out. And then Finn Balor and the Dream take turns knocking him out before they collide. And then we see Johnny Gargano with the belt. And then he gets scared as the rival Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed comes out. As we go inside, he bumps into Damian Priest. Johnny tries to swing, but it's dumped out to the outside. The tope con hilo. And that comes out and beats the crap out of Finn Balor. So that might be something to look into. Timothy Thatcher against Finn Balor. It might be a good match. We'll see what happens with that. Then the Dream picks up, hits the Macho Man elbow. Yeah, raining down from heaven. The Red Elizabeth. That's right, Mandy. So it's the Purple Rainmaker 1, 2, 3. He wins the match and is the final participant in the ladder match. So we got our final 5. Should be a great match. I think it's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna end the show or near the end of the show. I think the ending might be Keith Lee kill Cross, but you never know. We'll see. Or maybe Pat McAfee and Playback. What's gonna happen with that? So match was pretty decent. I gave it 2.25 the title back for the second time. Afterwards, everybody just starts beating each other up. Now takes up the Dream, picks up the title. Then Cameron Grimes hits a super kick, hits a choke slam on him, and then Bronson Reed comes in and takes down Damian Priest and the Dream as Reed picks up the title and stands tall to end the show. So will Bronson Reed get the title for the first time, being a big upset? I doubt that, but it is what it is. So I gave 2.5 stars. And that's basically it for NXT. So, pretty decent show, not great, better than most go home show. But it's what it is. So I gave NXT 6.5 out of 10 stars. Might be overrating it, but it's my show. Whatever I want on my channel. Rate it however I want. And that's pretty much what I say about that. So what's going to at Takeover? They got some great matches. Got some which will probably be show stealers, but we'll see what happens with that. So that's it for my NXT Takeover review. Thank you all for watching. So we had no chat. That's all right. I don't care. There's no chat. There's chat. I don't care. But it is what it is. So thank you all for watching this video. Make sure you hit that like button down below and smash that subscribe button down to death on this channel as we're at 300 and hopefully get up to 400 subscribers by the end of the year. Maybe sooner, hopefully get to 400 before the end of the year, and then we worry about getting to 500 in 2021. We'll see after that. So hit the subscribe button on this channel and all my other channels. Links are down below in the gobbledygook in the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook. Just type in Peter Gilmore. You'll find me somewhere. And maybe I'll find, maybe I won't. But who knows? With these people on Facebook nowadays, what is and Twitter and Instagram places. If you're on Twitter, click the link below and follow me on Twitter. I'll be back. I don't know. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And smash that bell. Turn on all my notifications. The notification system sucks. But I know YouTube doesn't send out my videos. I don't know why. It doesn't send out a lot of other people's videos. But try to unsubscribe, resubscribe, and tap that bell so you can get my notifications. And if you still can't get it, then just complain to YouTube. That's all I can tell you. That's all. And that's basically it. So that's it. Thank you all for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow night. Probably tomorrow evening. Probably around 9, maybe 10 o'clock. I'll talk about NXT TakeOver, my predictions, my analysis. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? Who's going to come out crying? I don't know. But TakeOver looks to be pretty damn good. And I think it's going to be the show of the weekend. And I think it's going to beat NXT in the ratings. There's really no ratings for the pay-per-view. Unless it's the buy rate. But we'll see what happens with AEW this Saturday night. Got Cody taking on Brody Lee for the TNT Championship, among other things happening on the show. And that's that. So I don't know what time AEW will be on. They said 6 o'clock, but depending on the NBA playoffs, that might be 6:15, might be 6:30, might be 7 o'clock. Who knows with basketball these days? But hopefully it starts at 6. I mean, I set my DVR. Set your DVRs now. I set my DVR for 6, and if it goes past 8, 10, or it goes to 9 o'clock, I'll probably catch most of the ending. But I probably, if it goes to 8 past 8:10, I got it up to about 8:40. We should put it to 60 minutes after it's supposed to go off. But it is what it is. But if I miss the ending, I'll just watch it on the stream. But it is what it is. So we'll see what happens with the ratings. Probably won't come out till maybe Sunday or early Monday. With who wins the ratings war. I think NXT will win this week and probably be next week because basically they were unopposed. And I don't understand. I wouldn't understand NXT getting a big rating this week. Because basically that's the only show that's on tonight. Nothing was on tonight besides the playoffs. I don't know. Anybody was watching the NBA playoffs on TNT besides watching NXT on TV on the USA Network. I would probably, if they get 800,000, I would be shocked. If they get 800 or more, 800,000 or more, I'll be shocked. But if they get like 600,000, 700,000, shows you how people in this fucking community think of wrestling right now. And just the way that WWE is just going down the toilet. It's still going down the toilet. It's just swirling around. It's like a broken toilet just swirling around, and then eventually it'll go down. But that's that. So we'll see what happens. So thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gomez signing off. Peace out. Rock on. If you're not down with that, like I tell you all the time, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! And that's all I got to say about that. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for my NXT TakeOver predictions on TGC Reborn. Click the channel, subscribe, get notified, click the bell, get notified when I go live. We'll talk NXT TakeOver on TGC 174. And then Friday, with TGC 175, I was going to do a big episode, but like I do every 25 videos, but I'm going to save a live Q&A, probably maybe the video after that. But we'll see what happens with that. We'll talk some wrestling, talk some sports. Just a smorgasbord. I'll just do a vlog if I don't get any questions from people, but it is what it is, and that's that. So, that's it. So, thank you for watching. Peter Gomez signing off. Go to bed, everybody. And that's all I got to say about it. So, thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace! Bitches.